Hi everybody, welcome to Andy's Beer Reviews. This is what we're reviewing today. This is Black Imp. It's from Wishbone Brewery in Keighley. It's a barrel aged stout, so this one's been aged in whiskey barrels, and it's come out at 10.2% ABV. Yeah, this is based on their Black Porter, which I've also reviewed and I'll leave a link to, and it's a cracking porter, one of the best I've ever had. They've tweaked the recipe from that Black Porter. I think they've had lots of sugar into this and barrel aged it to make it what it is today. There you go. So these guys are absolutely cracking brewery. Love the stuff these guys do. So we have a black, but yeah, can't tell you, it is black. There's a little bit dark brown. There's a little bit of light coming through, not a great deal. And it's got a small beige head. You don't expect a large head on something that's got this much alcohol in it, really. But it looks thick and creamy, even from that pour. See what the aroma's like, shall we? You can smell the whiskey. It's coffee, it's chocolate, bit of licorice. Getting hints of dark fruit and maybe something that resembles a toffee or a caramel. So it's like on taste, shall we? Cheers everybody. That is nice. The whiskey definitely comes through on this one, which is nice. I last reviewed Black Imp, the barrel aged Black Imp, probably only about 7-8 months ago, something like that. I think it's when I first, almost one of the first ones I think I started off with the channel with. But that was a 2020 version. This is their 2021 version. So yeah, from memory, it does taste a little bit different. There's some different flavours coming through. I'm getting plenty of coffee in this one. Getting plenty of coffee, dark chocolate, getting a hint of smoke, and I don't remember that on the last one, and also the hint of licorice. I don't remember that on the last one either. Maybe a memory playing tricks. But it's nice. Barrel aging is an interesting one. If you go back to the, I'm going to say decades, but if you go back centuries, Imperial Stouts were the big thing. They were big, bold. They were luscious drinks. Plenty of chocolate in them, indulgent, bold, boozy. And Imperial Stouts still have all that, and layers of lovely malty flavours that come through. And as you drink an Imperial Stout, just these levels get stripped away. You start tasting different things on your palate, and they're absolutely delicious. And Imperial Stouts, you'll find the flavours last long after you've drunk it, which is really good. In the 90s, things started to change. In the 90s, I think it's kind of in the early 90s, brewers found a way to ramp up the intensity of the flavours even more by maturing in whiskey barrels, aging in whiskey barrels. I think I'm not sure if the first one of the first ones I think I remember hearing about was the Goose Island, their bourbon county stout, and it's gone on since then. People like their Imperial stouts, then people just want to ramp up that flavour a little bit more, add a little extra layer or two to it, and that's where these barrel aged ones come from. I've had some barrel aged stouts that the actual aging of them in barrels, I think there's some brewers out there that think that if you age something in a barrel, you're automatically improving it. You're automatically getting that X factor, and it's not always the case. I've had some that have fallen way short of what they should be when they've been barrel aged. They've just not worked at all. Please say this isn't one of them. This is working really well. Yep, so on the aroma we had the coffee, chocolate, licorice and dark fruit coming through, a little bit of toffee and plenty of whiskey aromas coming through. On the taste, those whiskey flavours come through. You got chocolate in there, hint of smoke, which is nice. Licorice is coming through, and a little bit of caramel coming through as well on the flavour side. It is a thick barrel aged stout. It's incredibly smooth. I seem to remember the one last year there was a very big alcohol burn on it. Not getting that on this. Not getting that on this. It's 10.2%, so there's nothing sessional about it. But it's almost got that after I've had this one, I could have another one. And I didn't get that with one last year. This is much more rounded, much smoother. Now, I know they've added sugar to this one and dextrose, so I don't know if that extra level, I honestly can't remember the 2021, I don't know if it's the same. But I don't know if that level of sweetness is just cutting through that alcohol a little bit. This is lovely. That is nice. Their black porter and this barrel aged black ale are amazing beers. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to score this a 9 out of 10. Wish I could remember what I scored their 2020 version, but I can't remember. But this easily a 9 out of 10. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, everybody. Cheers.